Welcome to the New York Outlook for Wednesday, the 7th of February 2024. Starting off with the economic calendar. As you can see, there's no red folder news events for the day, and thus there's no economic news release impacts to consider when trading for the day. Then moving on to our chart, starting off from the 4 hour, what we can see is that we actually broke this pro-trend confirmed OB, which did serve as a change of character level for our order flow so that we could validate the voyage pullback phase, which is this leg that I have identified right here. This is considered a voyage primary leg. As a result of this, we only have reason to trade long. Sorry, I just want to fix. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, this is just a line. Yeah, so sorry, just continuing on that train of thought. Essentially, what I said in the London Outlook is that I'm only looking for shorts because we were in this pro-trend confirmed OB and we hadn't yet had any validation of this pullback phase. However, now what we can see is that we had this body break which invalidated this pro-trend confirmed 4H OB and validated the 4H chalk. Invalidated the 4H pullback phase primary leg. As a result, we only have reason to trade long until we get to a 4HOB which can provide us with reason to build a primary leg to the pro trend short direction. So our options are for price to come into this buy to sell wicks, this large worm area, or the pro trend extreme. But like I said previously, because we just recently changed market structure, it's highly likely that we actually going to have a few deep pullbacks before we actually get that big momentum run down. So it's possible that we actually do come into the pro-trend confirmed extreme and maybe not just something lower down, but that remains to be seen, and we just trade based on the latest information that we have. And then in terms of new 4H OBs that were validated, we do have this pullback OB right here, pullback phase OB, which I'll mark on now. However, given that there isn't any reasons to short, there's only reasons to long until we get 4H primary leg backing to the pro trend side, which is to the downside. We only have reasons to long, and thus we'll focus on POIs situated within this primary leg, as there's no reason to actually validate a secondary leg. Then in terms of actually finding any long trades for the New York session, what we can see is that so this would be the pullback OB, and what we can see is that around this time we actually broke the 4H OB. This is just an M15 OB, so perhaps I can make it a bit lighter to differentiate, but I marked out this OB just so that once it is broken I can validate any S&D flips, because as it stands, whatever is situated right here doesn't serve as a 15-minute chain. However, it does serve as a 5-minute chain, but again, this 5-minute POI doesn't really have any FUB levels that we want to trade from resided in it, and thus our best bet for actually taking a long entry is from in and around this area, with the stop loss below the pre-Asia low that was validated by Frankfurt and London. So there's that reason to long, and then the other alternative is to use the previous low of the day and the extreme. However, that will require price to move quite a significant amount to the downside, and I don't think it's favorable to anticipate that. So I have this one entry which I'm willing to keep open, which I'll essentially eliminate upon the end of the London cross, when the end of my trading session comes in. So at the moment I've got this limit order set with my intended target to be this 4H buy to sell wicks at a 1 to 5, because it's roughly at the ADR average daily range for GU. At that point is where my target is. Because we're trading counter trend, I also won't keep the trade open, because even though there's a possibility that this may be the low of the week, it's also far from this. So because we counter trend, it doesn't really make sense to assume that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday will continue to the upside. So I will full TP this position if I do get tagged into it. Having said all of that, that's pretty much the London outlook, and we'll chat again for the end of day review.